Welcome, Qualfam family. Welcome to the Beauty Inside and Out program, part of Fun at Work. In this program, really, we are going to see many things. You might be interested in beauty, and how can I look beautiful? But this program, we're going to go a little bit deeper. And this talk is a little bit of an introduction on why we want to be beautiful anyway. Maybe some of you have heard the word anthropology. Anthropology comes the study of the human person, anthropology. And that might seem very philosophical or theological, but do not fret. I am here to explain it to you in a very simple way. We're going to touch on 3 points during this talk. One is, who am I? Have you ever really sat yourself maybe on the edge of these beautiful beaches of Guyana, or maybe in the Philippines, just looking up at the sky? In the United States, in Mexico, just looking up at the sky and thinking, who am I? Well, here we are to share a little bit of this experience that we all have. So, who am I? I'm not a great artist, so please be patient with me. So imagine this is a rock. Then I have a green marker. So we can do a little plant. Then, let's say we have a little dog. And then we have a person. These are all beings in the world. But what is the difference? The main difference with all of these is that we are the only ones, as human beings, wherever you are, whatever language you speak, whatever color you are, we are the only ones that can think that we think. Think about that for a second. We think that we think. A rock on the beach doesn't say, wow, what a beautiful day. A rock is simply a rock. Even a plant. If you studied a little bit of science at school, we know that plants grow through photosynthesis. So a plant won't really just wake up one day and say, today, I'm not going to grow that much. I'm kind of mad at my owner because she hasn't watered me that much. No. If the sun hits the plant, photosynthesis will happen and the plant will grow to be bigger. It has no choice. And even dogs, and I am an animal lover, I have to say, dogs, animals, no matter how smart they are driven by instincts. A dog doesn't look in front of him if he has a piece of meat and doesn't say, I'm not very hungry tonight. No, if he's hungry, he will eat it. However, we know that humans, we have a choice. So how can we really say this in a more understandable way? As humans, there are 3 things that we have. We have intelligence, we have will, and we have freedom. These are the main things that make us different from a rock, from a plant, from a chair, from a wall. It makes us different because we have these 3 capacities. Intelligence allows us to see what we should or should not do. Sometimes we don't do it, it's true, but we are able to see, if we allow our intelligence to do the work that it's supposed to do, we can see the difference. Our will gives us the capacity to choose. We are able to choose. We are able to override even our instinct to eat if I need to feed my child. Or my instinct for saving someone. we have a choice. And freedom is what gives us the strength to do that. I know this sounds very philosophical and very up there, but if you think about it, if we become aware of these three things, we will discover the reason why we exist. And that's the second point that I want to talk about with you today. Why do I exist? Did God make me this way for no reason at all? We are not here just to exist. We are here for a purpose. If we follow what our intelligence shows us that is right, if we have the capacity to do it and we do it, this will bring us to our ultimate goal that we all have: happiness. We all want to be happy. We all want to experience that freedom and happiness that comes from loving, from knowing that I am beautiful, that I am accepted. And as we will see in the following videos, we will see the lies of beauty, of media, but the misconceptions that they have. We look at magazines and all that, and we can get really confused on what the goal of our life is. But we, hopefully, will come to the conclusion after this program that who I am is what makes me happy. So now you might be looking at me and you're like, Ale Aguirre, that's my name, by the way. Ale Aguirre, what are you talking about, and what does this have to do with beauty? It has everything to do with beauty. Because beauty comes from the inside out. And that is why this course is called Beauty Inside and Out. At times we can get very confused with the concepts of beauty. We want to have the greatest hair and the biggest eyelashes, or we want to have like the best fashion or the best body. And all that is not wrong. But sometimes we think that if I'm beautiful in the outside, maybe it'll sink in. And maybe it'll get to my heart and I'll actually believe it. But think about it. It is actually the other way around. Beauty comes from the inside out. Beauty. What is beauty? We are all created with these faculties, these capacities, and we are all different. I was looking at a magazine the other day, and there was fashion from the 20s to now. It has changed so much. The concept of beauty, at one point, men liked women a little bit fuller, then we liked them skinnier, and then we're on a medium. And the concept of beauty changes over time. But real beauty remains. Because the beauty comes from who we are and the fact that we exist. Because we were purposely made. We're not an accident in history. We're not an accident in the world. We are made for a purpose. So in this course, in this program that we will go through different things, and we'll focus on a lot of makeup and maybe some things of fashion. But we need to discover the beauty that comes from within. But how do I do that? How can I possibly do that? How do you do that? Sit in silence. Reflect. And see how beautiful you are. See how intelligent you are. How many times have you seen what is right? Have I done it? That's another question. But you have the capacity. You're human. I can do it. do I want to do it? Those are the questions. So during this program, I invite you to reflect and to really look into yourself and say, you know what? I am beautiful. When guys look at me down the street, sorry if there's any guy there, but this is more directed towards the girls. But if I am walking down the street, what do I want men to see, to say when they look at me? We all want a man to look at us and say, how beautiful. Or would you prefer like, hey, how sexy? What we really want, the happiness that we're looking for, comes from that how beautiful. From whoever. From whoever. Doesn't have to be your partner, it can be your mom, it can be your friend. How beautiful. And people will see if we believe that. If we have come to know that beauty inside. And when we want to be beautiful, when we want to put on makeup, when we want to be fashionable, man, watch out world. Because the beauty that I have, I want to show it. I want the others to recognize the beauty with which I am made. That is true beauty. So welcome again to Beauty Inside and Out, my dear Qualphone family. I am so happy to be here with you. I am so happy to walk with you during this journey that we're starting together. And I pray and I hope that we discover what true beauty is. Thank you.